Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's another brand new edition of the show. Sinoe County premier platform, Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora, with Patrick Bolu, Sarah Ellis, Christian Tababo, and of course with Doug Saipo, the esoteric, on a stool by the chosen few. Today we have the president, you ask the president of Sinoe County. Honorable Peter Nyenswah is our special guest today on the platform. And so we beseech you, as you join this show, please share the link for us. You know, the Honorable is punctual. He believes in punctuality. And so the Honorable is backstage right now with my co-host, Patrick. But what I want to do before we bring the guests on is to build the audience a little bit. Patrick and I will share the show if the Honorable wants. He can also share the link on his page so that his followers will be part of the program. And so don't go away. We'll be right back as we share the show. A few minutes will be. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sinoe County Premier Platform. We have a distinguished guest today on the platform, which is the current Superintendent of Sinoe County, Honorable Peter Nyenswah is our special guest today. And we're going to be having a conversation about the state of our county on his watch. Patrick, is a well-known journalist in Sinoe County. He is conversant with the happenings in Sinoe County and around the country. And so is Christian Tababo and Sarah. Sarah is also a journalist, ELBC, a reporter in Sinoe County. And so these people are for the occurrent with the happenings in Sinoe County. And so we're going to have a conversation. Myself, I follow the activities in Sinoe County. So I'm elated, filled with euphoria to have the president of our county, Honorable Peter Nyenswah, to be our guest this afternoon. We are 9 minutes into our program, so we got to get the ball rolling here. Let me get Patrick from backstage, and then we can maybe I will ask Patrick to introduce the guest. Or hey, Patrick, your audio, activate your audio.
Okay, okay. How is it? So okay.
Yeah, your audio is good. How you doing? Welcome aboard.
Well, I'm doing good here in Rescue Liberia.
Rescue
Yeah,
Liberia, he calls it.
yeah,
Are you being rescued?
yeah. I mean, it's been a sunny day for so far here in Monrovia. It's been a bright day, but I think my greatest joy today is to return to the platform this Thursday with the chief executive, the 49th Superintendent of Sinoe, and the vice given of the president. So I know we're going to have a very enlightening show today. Our people are already on the standby to listen to the superintendent speak today. Yeah.
Okay, but given that the rescue superintendent is coming, would you say you are being rescued? That was the question. Are you being rescued by the rescue team?
Well, I think I can optimistically say that I am partially rescued, given the fact that he's barely 9 months or 8 months in office, and it's trying him to strengthen his tentacles politically and administratively. I can partially say that yes, I am being rescued on incremental gradualism, but
Okay,
we might
okay.
get there.
The man is being rescued with gradualism. He said, "All right." So, Patrick, I want you to invite the superintendent. You know him better than I do. I mean, the floor is yours. Call the man on so we can get the ball rolling here.
Okay, so thank you for the privilege. So in right at the end of the Civil War, just a background, just at the end of the Civil War in 2003, Samuel Abel Ross III was appointed superintendent by Judy Browne. He got replaced by Sylvester Grisby in 2006 after the election of President Justin Sirleaf in 2009. Milton Teahjay replaced Sylvester Grisby as the third post-war superintendent. Then in 2014, Romeo Quioh replaced Milton Teahjay following his ascendancy to the Liberian Senate. And in 2016, Prosper Browne came to replace Romeo Quioh after 2 years of service. And then in 2018, Lee Nagbe Chea came as the next superintendent, replacing Romeo Quioh. Replacing Prosper Browne following the election of President George Weah in 2018, inauguration 2018. Now, in 2023, Liberians went back to the polls. The president and the new senators and new representatives. And graciously enough, Sinoe County was blessed to have Mr. Nyenswah, son of former Representative Peter Nyenswah, who represents Sinoe County in the 80s. Yes, yeah, in the 80s, in the legislature. He was doing the PRC time, or allowed doing the 1986 election after the 1986 election. But her father was a former representative from Panama. So we are privileged to having in a return to the county as a superintendent, and so far he has stayed 8 or 9 months in office. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome to you the county superintendent, the 49th after the 49th from R.E. Murray all the way to Lee Nagbe Chea. He steps in as the 49th superintendent and vice chairman of the president. Honorable Peter Nyenswah, happy to have you today on our platform. It's an honor to welcome you formally to Voice of Sinoe in the diaspora. Our privilege to have you today. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, it's an honor. I'm super excited to be here. This is the very first time I'm seeing Mr. Billy face to face. We have had conversation a couple of times on the telephone, but we have not been able to meet. So I think something always brings people together. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you.
All right, wonderful.
Okay.
Soup, can you get address on your left hand side and see maybe you can be in the middle of the screen? No, the other side. Sorry, the opposite way. There you go. Perfect.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
So we
Steve,
want to announce. Yeah, we want to
Patrick.
announce to you also that
Uh-huh.
this podcast is brought to you on Voice of Diaspora. You can find us on Facebook and YouTube, and you can tune in to
Gotta give it knock you.
8.3 FM if you are in Greenville. If you're on Facebook or you're on the internet, this is a media you can find us through. But in Greenville, if you don't have access to the internet, you can tune into the 8.3 FM. That's the Voice of Sinoe Community Radio, and other frequencies that may be bringing this broadcast live to you there. Thank you very kindly. So, Tarek, is back to you for our continuation.
All right. So, Patrick, before we do that, I want you to back away a little bit from the screen. I think you're very close. All right. Perfect. That's wonderful. All right. Honorable Soup, welcome to Voice of Sinoe. It's nice meeting you.
Thank you, Chief. It's nice. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right. I'm also like you. I'm a son of Sinoe. I'm based in the U.S. I'm in the state of Maryland. And we have been on the political scene of Sinoe County for a little bit. We are the one that hold the people accountable. Some people will call us the rabble rouser and outside agitator, the way they used to refer to Dr. King back in the days. But we are here to, give people their flower when the flower is due them. And so we are happy to have you on today. Um, the first question we want to ask you, Mr. Honorable Superintendent, is how are you? How is Sinoe County? Normally, that's what I do. I want to know how is the boss leading the people, and how is Sinoe County? The question how is
Well,
Sinoe? The question how is Sinoe? It's loaded. It's a loaded question. So I think you know that. How is Sinoe?
right. I myself, being a person, I don't feel okay. I've been down a couple of days now with cold. Yeah, so even as you speak right now, I have. Hello, can you hear me?
I'm following you. Go ahead.
Yeah, even as you speak, I have. But I have to be here because Mr. Billy asked me to be here. Sano County is fine. We are peaceful. The country is calm. It's just that the rainy season is so bad. The roads are all in a very bad shape. And then, yeah, besides that, the country is okay.
All right, all right. I heard you say Sano is fine, but in the same sentence you said the roads are bad. So what is the definition of fine here?
Well, the people in the county by themselves are doing well. We are okay. It's just that the only challenge we are faced with is the road conditions from Monrovia to the county is really, 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 really bad. Over worse bad. That's how bad it is.
Okay, so, but Honorable, you are part of the rescue team. What is the rescue team doing in addressing the bad road condition that you're referring to?
Well, the first thing before I go to that, Mr. Belu, the Nyenswah you spell on your screen is not how I spell my Nyenswah. So please, next time, please try to spell it better.
Okay, Chi, we apologize for that. That correction will be made next time. Sorry for
That's
that.
no, that's okay. That's all right.
Okay.
Okay, so the government we are government. Government is a process, and I don't see anywhere in the world where the road could be fixed under 9 months. We just been in power for 9 months now, so having a road fixed is something that this government is actually focusing on, but it's a process. So I believe within the next before the 6 years come to an end, the road problem will be behind us.
Okay, Patrick, I know you eager to come in, but to the reason I asked that question, the president, when he was running for office, as a matter of fact, when he took office, he said the first 90 days, no car will get stuck in the mud. And you are saying right now, the road is very, very bad. And that's from that context I asked the question. I mean,
So if you look at, if you critically look at the last years, the past years of the past regime to the year of this the current regime, you see that with the condition of the roads are still pliable. People are still living from Monrovia to come to Monrovia, unlike previous government. Previous government, nobody at this point in time, in this month, even in September to August, nobody could get on the road from Sinoe to come on to fly on the road to come to Monrovia. But now that is still happening. So the government have intervened in the best way they could. But again, I mean, we are in a time of how you call it climate change. So there's a heavy, we have been having a heavy downpour of rains. So sometimes the people on the road are intervening in those situations get around because the rains are heavy. So we hope that before the 6 years come to an end, we will have better roads to start to the south of the county.
Okay, Patrick, let me give you the opportunity. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Superintendent Nyenswah, it's an honor again to be in your presence, sharing a platform with you today. Thanks for the initial reception. We have not met, but I mean, you have always been good on the phone. Thank you very kindly, and welcome to the show again.
Well, man.
So now given that you have also given your assessment of Sinoe is good, but the roads are bad. So you are barely 5 or 6 months in the office now since you took over. Give us the current state of affairs of Sinoe before you took over, and now you are in office 6 months moving. Tell us how does Sinoe look when you took over, and how does it look right now? Give us a picture of what Sinoe looks like.
Okay, thank you, Chief. When I took over Sinoe County, we had a county that we have a county that is actually divided based on tribal background. And then since I took over the county, I have actually been going from place to place, preaching messages of unity. And then since I've been in office, I'm not 6 months yet. I'm just going to be 5 months in this October. So when I took over the county things have been so bad. We inherited a county where everything in the county was, we made it broken, and then we have been doing everything possible to try one we can repair. So we were able to first take on the superintendent residents that are living currently. We were able to make this place habitable. That was never a place to even for a cat to even or animal to even stay. Today, everybody working in the superintendent building, in the superintendent house, and it's stable well. Honorable Superintendent, thank you. You have done well. So the first development we've done in Sinoe County is with the renovation on the superintendent house that I'm in currently. And then today we were able to submit our plan to the county council, hoping that they will approve those plans. And then hopefully we're going to be on our way to start some developmental issues.
So but let me backtrack. You currently reside in a building purposely built for the superintendency.
Right.
Yeah, he lived right there 6 years in the presidential palace. What difference are you trying to prove, in terms of your residential status going to the superintendent's building built by the county development fund and not into the palace? Why? The first thing is,
thank you, Mr. Bedu. This is where government have given me to live as a citizen of the county, not the presidential residence. So when I took over, I was advised to move to the presidential residence as the previous the past superintendent did, but I refused to do that because that building does not belong to a superintendent. The building belongs to the president. So I told them, well, I'm going to stay somewhere else, scratch somewhere till I can have that building fixed and move in, and I'm going to run the county from that building because that is a building legally. That is where a superintendent should be living, not somewhere else. So I had a lot of opportunity. I was given a house by my company to stay in while I am the superintendent of the county. I told him no. I would stay at the West guest house for a few weeks, and then I would use the time to make the superintendent house habitable, so that I can move in it. And then that was, and then the intention there was that I think we can't keep doing the wrong thing. We can't keep moving from regime to regime to continue to do the wrong thing. The right thing here is that the wrong thing was living at the superintendent house, at the president house. That place it's not meant for a superintendent to stay. It's for the president. And then the superintendent have to have his own house that was built by the government. Okay, so I thought in my mind that having a superintendent home ready to live in, it would be more prestigious to me than to live that belongs to the president.
Honorable Sue, thank you. So Patrick asked a question. How is the county? And you gave a little background in your words. You took over a county that was divided. Everything was broken. Those are strong words. So, the language is a little vague, right? So I want you, when you say the county was divided, it was divided on what line? On tribal line? I stated that from the beginning. I said it has been divided on a tribal line. Okay. There has been this war that's been fighting between the crew. There has been this war that's been fighting between the crew and the SAPO, which I, as an individual, I don't support. Because in my mind, I believe that the SAPO and the crew, we are the same people. We have been in existence from time to time. And then the reason why at this point in time we should be divided, but we should be united to fight poverty, or we should be united to develop our homes, our county. And now that we are divided, it's something that I did not support. So when I took office as superintendent of the county, I'm making my duty to go from community to community, and then do my community engagement. These are key things that I try to talk about. I talk about development. I talk about unity, because I've never seen anywhere in the world that a house is built when they are divided. You have to be united to do development. Then I begin to compare my county to other counties that I've been to. I've been to Browne County. I've been to Nima County. Those counties are not better than us. No, they don't have brains. They are not smarter than us. We are the same people. The only difference here is that we are divided. We are not united. Okay, politically fine. Everybody have the right to support whoever they want to support. Okay, but when politics is over, we go back to where we belong. When we being Sinoes, not a SAPO and crew thing. So I personally, as superintendent in my capacity, is something that I decided to fight, and I'm going to fight it to the best I can. So based on your assessment, right? What do you think precipitated, or what started the division that you're talking about, the tribal conflict? Who or what? I think it's just politics.
Politics. Okay. I think it's just politics, because Chief, if you look at Rwanda today, the war in Rwanda was brutal than even ours. But today, they are resolved. They are united. Okay? But it is unfortunate that politicians have used this thing of SAPO and the crown thing the SAPO and the crew thing at their own benefits. I think that's the problem. And that's all I see.
All right, I think Patrick is struggling to get on. Let's see what I said. Okay, so thank you for making that clarity. So, when you took over, though, you took over from Lee Nagbe Chea as superintendent. So let's get to specifics here. In terms of turnover note, did your predecessor, did he turn over any note? If yes, what did he turn over to you? Can you tell the people of Sinoe so we can know what did? I've said this. We had a discussion over and over. Nothing was turned over to me. All I got from the
superintendent was a broken vehicle, a vehicle that the engine couldn't even start, that which is in the garage today. And then I was left with no paperwork. Those are some of the struggles that I'm having today in my office. As I speak with you right now, I'm having these challenges before the county council because I got to make a case, and then I cannot make a case when I don't even have any reference to make. So I met a complete empty office. Nothing that I met I had to do with paperwork, no paper trail. So I'm left in the middle of nowhere. So I have to go do my own investigation to answer some of the questions that I will ask today. And then which I think it is an embarrassment, because every government should leave documentations in the office when they are leaving the office, so that the next person can continue from where they stop. But it was unfortunate on my part. I took office. There was no turnover note. Even the bank account, I myself had to go to the bank to find out if there was money before the bank told me, yeah, we got this in here for you, and that was it. Nothing else.
So you ask your predecessor, you ask Mr. Lee Nagbe Chea for documents for, say, for example, financial statement, how much is in the, and you refuse to do that?
Chief, Chief, you've been in the US for a while, and you work for your working offices, I guess. Do I need to ask for paperwork that belongs to the county? Do I need to ask for that? It should be on my desk when you leave it. I should mean it there. I don't need to ask for it. Like I was telling people today, even if President Joseph Boakai, His Excellency will wake up tomorrow in the morning and say, Peter, I want you to come back to Monrovia, and then I'm sending somebody else to Sinoe County as a superintendent. Trust me. I want to leave whatever on my, if I had to do photocopies for my own safety, I will do photocopies and I will leave the document right there. But the next question is to read them and understand where I was heading. If they want to continue the way I was, if they want to divert, fine, it's up to them. But I cannot leave the office without just even a paper. This one, but never even around when I took office. So I have to do my own I have to start up all over on my own. I have to do my own investigation. I have to go to banks to banks, asking questions. Do you have money for Sinoe County? Does Sinoe County have any money here? Which I think in my mind was the foolish thing to do. But I have to do it because I needed some answers. I was desperate for answers. So I did not take over office with a turnover note. Turnover note, that's a very powerful something to me, because I never even saw that.
Patrick, let me bring in shortly. Patrick, go ahead. But before you come, Patrick, let me ask Sue the last question. So now you have told us that Lee Nagbe Chea did not turn over anything to you. What? Because this is a public office, right? So what is your administration doing? Because it's an issue of accountability here. What is your because if you don't do something about it, you will be complicit in what went on. So now that you are coming after him, he did not give you any document. What are you doing? What is your administration doing to bring the man to justice? Because it's unfair to
the first thing is to bring somebody to justice. The person have to commit a crime, and then you have to have a reason. You have to have a proof that they may have committed a crime. Now, and then the second thing here is that the government, the central government took office, and then it took them almost 8 months before they started prosecuting. They started what they call audit. I just been in office barely 5 months. I'm still struggling to even get answers to questions that will lead to investigation. It's a process. Okay, central government took office. They have all the paperwork there, but it took office. I didn't mean nothing. So basically, I have to ask my own questions. Go find the person who will answer that questions. Go to write something on a piece of paper to put 1 + 1 together to know why he reached out to, before I can be able to say, well, they may have committed a crime or not. But it's a process as well. It can be done over in a 5 months period.
Okay, Patrick, go ahead.
Yes, so Superintendent Nyenswah.
Yes, sir.
Though Superintendent Lee did not turn over any notes, not purchase, finances or whatever, as you are claiming. But I guess you've been able to navigate the way through some papers and
yes, I did.
Administrative assessment. For your initial administrative assessment, are you impressed with what you have seen so far, or are you suspicious also of some dubious dealings by the former superintendent and his administrators?
So the first thing, Mr. Bello, the first thing is that I am concerned. I am concerned about the people of Sinoe County. I am concerned about how to give them life. And I think in my mind right now to be focusing on investigation instead of tackling issues that are left threatening. I think in my mind it's very unfair to the people of Sinoe County. Now, my administration is not coming to an end this month. Okay, Lee Nagbe Chea is not dying this month. He's not going anywhere as well. Now, if you have committed a crime if you have committed a crime before and there is evidence to prosecute him, that prosecution is going to come. But for now, I'm thinking about how to have the people rescued, how to have a developmental plan and agenda that you will ask me for in this interview. And if I didn't have it, I wouldn't give you the desire. So my focus right now is to rebrand the county and rebrand it from the way I met it to a better one. And that's my focus right now. So in that process, I'm still gathering the documentations. Now, in doing so, if I come across a document that tells me that Lee Nagbe Chea have committed a crime or Lee Nagbe Chea have embezzled money, then it is left with me to go forward to start an audit or to start a prosecution. But for now, I'm focusing how to get how to get myself balanced. I'm not balanced yet. I'm creating paperwork on my own. I'm doing everything on my own. People come to my office. The funny thing, people come to my office and ask me some questions about the past regime, what they did. And I'm looking at asking people in the office, do you have any documentation for that? They said no. So I'm stocking. I'm profiling. I'm stocking paperwork. I'm creating paperwork. I'm finding people. I'm doing everything basically from the start. So I'm not looking for evidences right now.
So, Honorable Chea is a dualist brother. Yeah, I think that little township is so blessed to produce two superintendents back to back, and one could deduce that, well, based on brotherhood and some community relationship, the superintendent would not want to go high on his brother. So maybe he has to focus on development, then investigating what may have happened for which the superintendent will turn over office without even a paper, even though he attended your induction ceremony. So why was he there in the first place if he did not have anything to turn over to you?
To understand.
Chea, are you there? We are hearing you. Your audio is good.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I don't know what is going on. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
We are hearing you very well.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Yeah. So I was asking. So Honorable Chea is the dualist brother. You were from the same township. So maybe brotherly love is interplay here when you say that you are not going for investigation right now. You are focused on bettering the lives of the people. So people will say, okay, but he was there at your induction program. What was he doing there if he did not have any documents or anything to turn over to your office as you claim?
I don't know if I heard you say that Lee said that he and I we have the same background, we're from the same place. So maybe there could be brotherly love that making me to not close my eyes on the wrong things. Is that what you say?
No, I'm asking you for the same time.
Yeah, is that what you're asking me?
I'm asking you, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know. For some reason, the audio is having problem. But let me say this to you, Mr.
What you do, I want you to get off and come back on. I think maybe somebody call you.
Okay, yeah, I think I need to do that. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Patrick, you want to come back? Yeah, we're just warming up a little bit.
Yeah,
it's interesting that the superintendent.
So far so good. Her responses. What are your impressions?
I mean, if you ask me, it's a little alarming, right? he says that when you are entering an office, all the papers should be on the desk for you already. So if the papers are not on the desk, what is your responsibility? I mean, call the person that was in that office and say, "Oh, sir, do you have any document for me?" Just so that you will be able to cover yourself. But if you say, "Oh, it is an assumption that papers should already be on the table," and then you are saying, "Okay, my priority right now is to," which I think is good, to rebrand the county, to get the county where to get things where they were not before, to make it better. That is good, but you cannot also ignore the element of accountability, because Lee Nagbe Chea wasn't serving in his private office. He was taking care of our resources, and now you are taking over. All right, I think he's coming back now. Let's see.
Okay. Okay.
All right, Sue, welcome back.
Thank you. Okay, so Mr. Bello, if the questions was if I'm trying to close my eyes to the wrong thing, that if they did a wrong thing, I'm closing my eyes.
Are you trying to close your eyes on your holy brother, but not going after him, or maybe asking the hard questions?
Now, let me say this to you. Let me say this to all of you. We all have made mistakes. There's not one person in on this life who have made mistakes, but it is how you move away from the mistake to correct the wrong. The wrong is what matters. Now, if I have any evidence today that Lee Nagbe Chea have done any wrong, and I have evidence to prove that, I will waste no time. I will prosecute Lee Nagbe Chea. That is if I have a valid evidence. But as it stands right now, I don't have a reason. And even my brother, even Lee was my brother from mother and father, it still doesn't mean that he should do wrong and I should support it. No, I will not. And I have no reason to do so. So I'm not shitting him in any form of manner. But just that I have not had any reason to prosecute him. And that's it.
So if you say you have no reason, you enter a public office. This guy was running the office, and you are now in the office, and you say, remember, this guy is actually taking care of the finances of the county and all of that. And you are saying you did not get a shred of paper from this man, but you don't find that to be an offense? This is the public office, and he has not turned over anything to you, not a shred of paper.
Okay, so let me put a question the other way around. US. If a guy go to an office and you mean no paper there, is that enough reason to take somebody to court? No, it's not.
No, so the first thing I think what I would recommend.
No, you don't answer. ESOTERIC, don't answer. The superintendent, maybe he want to judge on another thing.
Okay, maybe a rhetorical question. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, because I mean, paperwork is no crime. Okay. Now, maybe if somebody's been careless, and then.
Yeah, I think somebody's calling, or his device is kind of freezing here.
Someone is calling him.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay. Yeah. So the superintendent will not interview you, brother. Okay.
Yeah, I'll follow you. Let's see what he can get back on.
He's on the gobble of the interviewer to answer the questions, and not the other way around. Yeah.
Okay, Father, that's fair enough. That's for. I mean, I just thought I could help the superintendent a little bit.
The interviewers do not take questions from interviewees.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see if you can.
Even though your man, Romeo Quioh did that the other day, you were like, I want also. You ask me question, I ask you question. But when I start asking you question, you say, "Are you just going all over the place?" But he said,
of course, you allowed you to interview that day.
That's why he wanted. So I said, "Okay, let's have that conversation." And then later he was like, let's see whether the superintendent will get back on here. He's internet is kind of glitching up right now. Yeah,
I think,
the
I think
viewers, they have some question here for him. I've seen some comments coming in. Hopefully, the superintendent will get back so that we can get the viewers involved. But Patrick, in the meantime, let's talk about some of the trending issues in the country. As we saw, I saw a big story. Is the Minister of Commerce that resigned? Let's speak to that a little bit.
Yeah, I think the Minister of Commerce resignation, though it appears very good on one hand, but I think he shouldn't have resigned. Yeah, he shouldn't have resigned. He would have needed to have returned the vehicle and then redirect the money back to the government's account and to the Liberian people, for being voracious. Yeah, for being voracious. Because he has cars. He has very good cars privately. He has mansions privately. He has so many things. So a car should not have been a priority for him. Yeah, it shouldn't have been a priority for him actually. But he slipped. And in the West, well, that was the right thing to do, to resign. But Liberia, I think resignation was the right thing to do. Yeah, because it changes nothing, it improves nothing. I mean, it doesn't bring back the money. The money has already been expended, and it sets no precedence. In fact, yeah.
So Pastor, yes, I'm kind of. So let me ask you this way. So if let's say you put somebody in charge of the house, and then the person stole something, and then the person returns it, are you saying the person should remain in charge of your house? Because that's what you're saying. You say, oh, had the man return the money and return the vehicle, then it will be okay to stay in office. And I don't see you okay.
No. Quite honestly, we can't equate his action to theft, or we can't equate his action to any illegality. The only wrong that I think happened, or the only wrong that I think he did was he was not conscious of the suffering of the Liberian people. He was not very mindful that the Liberian economy is in what they don't call the toilet. He was not also mindful that they came to rescue the people and not themselves. So his unconsciousness or his inability to see the real Liberians that they have come to overtake, or they have come to rescue, led more public outbeat and outcry. But I see no illegality and I see no theft with his actions. But he was just being voracious. And that's it.
Patrick, I know you're on that big word, voracious and man, greedy. But Patrick, what I'm saying here is the law. I think you're supposed to know the law. The lawmakers, I think the max for a vehicle is around $45,000. All right. And this man is taking a vehicle that worth $96,000. But then you say that there is nothing wrong with that. The man is just being voracious.
Okay, so what happened? What I'm saying, he was being, again, I will repeat, greed overshadowed his sense of reasoning, in the interest of the Liberian people. In fact, the money was for 4 vehicles, not for 1 vehicle, 1 or 4 vehicles, right? So perhaps if you apportion that money among 4, to buy 4 vehicles, I believe, and the 6,000, maybe we can assume that.
I want to do this. I want you to check on the superintendent to see, what's going on.
Okay, so let me see if I can get him on the line. If it's not getting on the internet,
right? You can call you on the phone, please.
Yeah, let me see if I can get on the line, but not getting on the internet.
So, guys, we are sorry. We try to just hold on a little bit. All right, I think he coming back here. I see him backstage.
Okay. All right.
I want you to sit with it, and then I'll bring it on.
You got him back already?
Yeah, he backstage. I just want you to get settled down a little bit.
All right. Okay, so get it on. All right.
Hey, Sue, welcome back.
Thank you, my man. We having a network problem here, a serious one too.
Yeah, that's what I sense. Yeah, that's what I sense. Yeah, so
So as I was, so that I was saying, Mr. Bolu, I that shouldn't be Lee Nagbe Chea. It's just that you know, the U.S. can take up to 20 years to gather evidence to prosecute somebody. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Right. And then yeah, I don't want to tell you what I'm doing. Okay, but what I'm doing is get mature. You will appreciate that. Okay, this guy actually this question. You know, you don't want to take somebody to court and then in 2 days' time you see them out. No. In the US, when you want to take somebody, he knows what I'm talking about. I'm not lying to you. They will see you commit a crime for even 10, 15 years. You will enjoy yourself with that crime. It's because they have not had enough evidence to put you away from. Okay, so I can't take you now to court over paperwork. No, I can't do that. I got better things to do for the people of Sinoe County than to do that.
yeah, but so, Honorable, when you say you get better thing and you got in our office, do you make any like, money in your account? Was there any money?
Yes, yes. I met a little over $200,000, some in US dollar and some in Liberian dollar.
Okay, so what is the component that was in Liberian dollars and what's the component in US dollars?
I can't give you that figure, but then when I did my calculation, it was something around 200,000 US dollar in total.
Okay, but Mr. Lee Nagbe Chea did not give you any document to get access to the account.
No.
So how did you get access to the account when your name is not on the account?
Well, the first thing is that there's a change of government. So it means that those people that Lee Nagbe Chea knew that were in authority are no longer in authority. All I had to do go to my ministry do a letter to the Ministry of Finance that I am the legitimate Superintendent of Sinoe County, so they gave me the go ahead.
Okay, but so have you had the opportunity to sit with Lee Nagbe Chea to have a little conversation about how you are running the office or to ask some questions because you are coming in?
How could you ask us question when how you call it Mr. Bolu just told you that might do really better. So that means we have had conversations. But again, our conversation is not on official matters because I realized that I know to myself in the realm of any administrator or any leader who means well for his leadership or for his who want to protect his or her how you call it legacy. Paperwork should be asking you for. It should be something that should be surplus in the office that I work in to have to continue the work that you started, that you finished with. So it's like telling me that, hey, I'm stupid. So going back to Lee Nagbe Chea to ask for paperwork, something that I wouldn't do. Okay, I know how.
So saying you had a conversation with the man. What is the nature of the conversation? Would you mind to tell us?
Hello, yes, sir. Yes, former superintendent. How are you? Oh, yeah, I'm coming, Mr. Honorable Nyenswah. How you doing? How your family? I said, period, nothing else.
That was
and they make it to the house that I live in. One time he came to visit me. He said, "Wow, you look around. You look at the house. You look at the roof of the house." He said, "Damn, Mama, you did a very good job here." I was like, "Yeah, that's it, man. That's how you have to be." And that's it, period.
Okay, nothing about Sinoe County. Okay, Patrick, you have a question? Go ahead.
Yeah. So this a bit, so we don't take all the time on one question. So, Honorable Sue, this is an entirely different dispensation, especially with the effectuation of the Local Government Act. There are structures listed in the Local Government Act to enhance local governance. I guess those structures have to be set up and satisfied before your full-scale operations.
Patrick is breaking. I'm not hearing him. I can't hear Patrick.
You can hear me? You can hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah, you good. Yeah, you good.
Yeah,
you
so
good.
I'm saying this is an entirely different dispensation, new dispensation with the effectuation of the Local Government Act of 2018 coming into force. There are structures listed in that act that need to be set up or satisfied, to enhance your scope of the government in Sinoe. Those structures, how far have you gone with setting them up? And when do we see your next county, your county city, your first county city as superintendent? And how much are we expecting on the new budget, or the 2024 budget, or the recast budget? How much are we expecting so far?
Sub, are you there?
You are muted.
I think he's frozen the network again.
Oh.
Yeah, the network is glitching out.
I don't know. Okay, he's coming back?
No, not yet. He's not active yet. Yeah, I'll kind of kick him up again so he can come back.
Okay, so I don't know. Oh my God.
All right, let's see. He's back again. Let's see. I want to make sure his video is active. He's backstage.
The network is bad, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Is he backstage?
I mean, yeah, he's backstage, but the video is not active yet.
Yeah, oh my God! Okay.
Yeah, it's not active yet. He's kind of still struggling over there. It's not strong as yours. Yeah, no luck right now. I will kind of kick him. He will come back again. They're giving you another chance, or else he can call you on the phone. Yeah, he's that kind of switch gear to something else. Let me entertaining our viewers. So some of the questions, people have questions for him. For example, Mr. Tapper said that the soup said over 200,000, some in USD and some Liberian dollar, but let it 20,000 USD. Let a superintendent be clear or exact of the amount left in the account. And hopefully we'll be back so we can make some of the clarity over there. That's how you put it. Can you call the former soup on talk show right now? Patrick, is it there's a good observation here from Mr. Quioh? He said, is it possible to call Lee Nagbe Chea to get his side of the story? Patrick.
Yeah. So if Lee is following, we'll call him. So let me see if I can call the soup directly and see.
Please. All right, he backstage again, but let's see. Yeah, the video is active now. Just let's see what he gets. Let the man get situated. They'll bring it on here again. Yeah, the video is gone. The internet is not too good. Hello.
Yes, sir. I'm right here.
Okay. Let's see.
Let's try again.
Yeah. So, are you hearing us?
Are you with us?
Yeah, the network is not too good.
Oh, the Sinoe network. I think the network needs to be rescue order.
Yeah,
the internet.
How you doing, sir? Are you hearing us? Let me get you up again. He's not active right now.
Is he getting us? Okay, let me call him. Let me try to call him. See.
Yeah, please do that.
Let me try to call him. See.
Yeah, sure, guys. Last weekend, right? Patrick, go ahead. I just try to.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see if I can call him. Let me call him direct. I wish he answered my call. Well, I wish he answers my call. wish he answers my. Oh my God! I'm calling. Okay. All right. So let's try direct call here and see, because it's So let's try direct call here and see. So we still have with us the chief executive. I was through the background. Is nice. Are you there?
I'm here, sir.
Okay. So as a direct call and see if we can really have the superintendent answer these questions. I think he's doing well with the questions. He's proceeding well. But let's see if we can continue with more questions now. So where were we? In fact, we were talking about the new dispensation in the Local Government Act. When are we expecting our first county sitting under your watch, President? And how much has Sinoe County received so far in the national budget 2024?
Okay, so 2024, the budget have not been, the 2024 budget have not been, we have not received, we have not been given any amount, have not been given to Sinoe County yet. The budget has been passed. So we only working with the previous money, the one we met in the account currently. That's what we're working with right now. As for the setting up of other things, the county setting is ongoing right now. As I'm speaking with you, I just met with the I just met with the county council, and then we are proceeding. I submitted some instruments, 2 instruments to them for their approval, and then that's it. Basically, some of those structures that should be set up, we cannot set them up right now. They got to be set up by the CSA. Yeah, so we are right now.
So does this confirm the presence of your 5 lawmakers in county at the moment?
No, I don't need the new local government act. I don't need the lawmakers anymore.
Oh, really?
They have something they call county council.
Okay.
Yeah, so the role the lawmakers were playing is the role now the county council is playing. So the lawmakers are no longer in the picture.
Really? Okay. That's
right.
Good. It sounds good. So that means you have already started setting up the various structures outlined in the Local Government Act. And what are some of those structures that we need to know that you are working with now? You have already set up.
The county council have been set up. They are ready to work, and we started the first sitting. The first sitting is currently ongoing, like I said. And then they will call administrative officer and the legal officer. Those two are in the purview of the CSA to decide who will be. And then basically that's it.
So are you hearing me? Patrick, is he hearing me?
Are you hearing ESOTERIC? Are you getting the host? Go ahead, ESOTERIC. Ask the question.
All right. So Patrick, since the superintendent focus is not going after his predecessor, and his goal is to undertake projects, what are some of the projects that he has earmarked, or he wants to talking about development? What are some of the projects he has earmarked? So let the people know.
Okay, so some of the projects that I've earmarked before the county council for approval is how to give a better recreation center, to the people of Sinoe County.
Okay.
I'm asking for about 4 to 5 giant swimming pools, and then about 4 to 5 children's swimming pool as well. I've identified to improve the football field. The football field that we currently have, the stadium that we have in Greenville. I've asked them to allow me to restructure what used to be called the Superintendent Quarter, the Chieftaincy building. And then I've also asked them to allow me to do a renovation of the city hall, give it a facelift, put in air conditions and everything. And then I've also asked them to also fix the Johnson Street. The Johnson Street is already in the previous the previous, how you call it, resolution, different year is that the money that was put in the previous resolution for that job is small. It cannot do the job that as to standard as it required by public works. So I'm asking them to add additional funds to that to approve that. And then I started out, the thing is already out, and that's going to be going on very shortly. So I've also asked them to allow me to pave the road that leads from the main street to go to the Sinoe County Multilateral. Okay, so those are things I asked them.
So, you outline a number of good projects, a very good number of impressive projects, but the banquet hall of your office, the building that houses your office, the banquet hall there, what I'm seeing, and I know it's also included, the entire building is included. So what that building was not fixed, what that building was being wrong that in the last 6 years, and you say you're not after people for accountability, and that building looks like that. Why?
Okay, so is that Mr. Bulu asking me?
Yes.
I'm asking you. See how the building?
Okay.
I'm so sure.
Okay, so when I saw the administrative building myself, I was angry. But again, the best person to ask that question would be the former Superintendent Lee Nagbe Chea. Please try to invite him to your show one day asking that question.
Okay. So Honorable Sue, you outlined a number of things that you want to do. How much have you budgeted for these projects to be implemented? How much are you looking at?
All of the projects will cost me $288,000.
$288,000. Okay.
And Sinoe County are taking more than that money, 15 times of that money, and still nothing is done in the capital.
So you start rolling with $288,000 from your files and your own findings or assessment of documents you have laid your hands on so far. How much does Sinoe County receive in the last 6 years as per your own official information?
I can't speak to that right now because I don't have proof of that. I've only heard rumors. I don't have any evidence of that, so I can't speak to that about.
Wow. So the bank details, did I tell you how much have been withdrawn so far from that county, leaving $200,000?
I'm not asked for that yet. I'm going to ask for that when I go to Maria this time around. I want to start working on that next year. So by next year, call me. I should be able to give you the answers.
Besides your own projects, which other projects did the CDC government say?
Nothing.
One or two projects you can add to the other ones that you were initiated. How many projects did you have?
I've led project files. They told me about projects that all the way in the bushes. The Greenville was a banner. All the projects are going to political terrains. And then now I'm trying to ask the county council to allow me to divert this project that we were sending in the bushes to bring it to Monrovia, to me to Sinoe, to Greenville rather, to give Greenville a facelift.
Okay.
So I'm waiting for the approval.
Go ahead, Secretary.
Yeah. So the project earmarked, I think superficially they look good, but I didn't hear, say for example, healthcare. The JF Grant Hospital in Sinoe County, the last time I checked, it was horrible. I didn't hear anything about improving the quality of education or the infrastructure, the buildings that the children are learning on.
So
I didn't hear anything.
FJ Grant Hospital, there's still money to come to Sinoe County. We cannot do everything today with the little money we have. We have to solve some problems and solve some problems next year.
Yeah, so the reason I'm asking, why recreation or swimming pool should take precedent over a medical facility or school, for example?
Say that again?
I'm asking why is a swimming pool better, or 5 to 4 or 4 to 5 swimming pool better than, say, for example, putting money into the hospital or getting some quality in the schools? I'm being told that the schools in Sinoe, the children are sitting on the floor.
So the question, why will you prioritize a swimming pool or recreation or or healthcare? Why?
The healthcare is the health. It may not be as it may not be it may not be the standard of the United States or the standard of every other universal hospital. But these are things that we don't have at all in the county, and they are needed.
So Honorable, quickly, from 2003 to present, Sinoe County has used over 3,000 plastic chairs in that city hall, and you can still find one there. Do you want to still put the plastic chairs in that city hall?
I don't think the city hall needs plastic chairs, Mr. Bodo. I don't think, in my mind, my exposure and then my age, I don't think we need plastic chairs in the city hall. I think the city hall need better equipped wooden chairs that will last us for years than buying plastic chairs. I'm not going to put plastic chairs in that. If at all my document would be approved, the city of them need plastic chairs. We need better chairs than plastic chairs.
So who serves as check and balance over your administration in terms of financial accountability? You are a powerful superintendent as per your portfolio, and you got a few men appointed by you or by your authority as county council persons.
I did not appoint the county council. The Ministry of Internal Affairs in collaboration with UNDP and other partners were the one that vetted these guys and then they have them there. So to check, I continue to check the balance you're talking about. I did not appoint them. I don't know how to think the day, and then yeah. So I don't have any jurisdiction, any authority over them.
I said, Patrick, as a superintendent, the 200.
Guys, I have 1 more minute to go, please. I got other people to attend to, please.
Okay. So that 1 minute, please. Can we use that 1 minute to just take? ESOTERIC, do you think we can take calls?
It's 1 minute, yeah. So I don't know what is sufficient for phone calls.
Okay, but okay, so I don't know.
So for the last minute, the 1 minute for the superintendent, can you ask him, Patrick, when should we expect his 200,000 budget that he allocated, the projects that he has earmarked? How soon should we those projects will be implemented?
Okay, yeah. So yeah.
What's the question again?
The projects you have earmarked so far. When do we see the budget being rolled out to you, or maybe implementation? The sort of implementation.
Hopefully, we should have some results in the next 2 to 3 weeks, and then we should have the confirmation, and then we should have the ball rolling. Hopefully, before July, you should see some serious work taking place in Greenville. And the next time you want to, any of you guys going to be in Greenville, you might have a swimming pool to swim in, and you might have a good road to fly on, and you might have air conditions when you want to have a program at the city hall.
Also, you started very drastic calling your first day in Sinoe. I mean, it was chaotic for these mining concessions, and other people are not got in the shelf. Are you still proceeding that way, or you have signed already to know?
So yes, I'm still the same person. I have not changed, and I will not change. It's just that the rules are challenged at the moment, and I don't have what it takes to get to the place that I need to get to have those guys doing the right thing. But I can show you by the dry season, everything gonna change. I'm still who I am.
So Patrick, asking about the Chinese.
You didn't want to go. He wants to go right now.
Okay, yeah, let's let you go.
The last question, your last before we let you go.
All right, sir.
All right, Patrick, let's let him go.
Okay, but before I let him go quickly, I mean, is there any other thing you have not said that is important to your audience, your county, your people that you want to see before you leave us quickly?
Well, I need support for unity. I need support for one Sinoe County, and I need love for Sinoe County. I need people to help me to how to build the minds and the mind of the people of Sinoe County to unite, to understand why the difference, the good in unity and the bad in division is. Thank you.
All right, Honorable Soup, thank you. I mean, hope we can have you another time when you will stay with us for a longer time. Thank you so much for still telling invitation at short notice. All right, so is Honorable Peter Nyenswah, the Superintendent of Sinoe. Yeah, well, anyway, I think the internet also affected our punctuality with him, so no problem. Thank you, ESOTERIC, for giving us the time and for breaking in on. So where are we?
Okay, so where are we? Good question. I want us to do post analysis of what we have heard from the superintendent. What did you get from him?
Well, I think there is no wide room for doubt yet. Yeah, there is no wide room for doubt yet to say he will succeed or not. But from what he has said initially, that from the fact that he has rolled out a lot of projects already, yeah, with just 200,000, I think it's a good start because the last 6, mornings were received, and we did not hear, we didn't hear projects being done in Greenville, and Greenville looks very horrible. I also admire the part that he said the Greenville City Hall does not need plastic chairs, and I agree with him on this one here, 100%, because we have used over 3,500 plastic chairs in that City Hall, and every time a new regime comes and leaves, plastic chairs will vanish. You can't find one. So we don't need plastic chairs in that City Hall, and we need a refurbished City Hall. That green and white, the former mayor put on there, we don't need that green and white anymore. like I said, that green and white pin. Yeah. So another thing, he talks about the Johnston Street corridor. That corridor is very horrible. Yes, that is the biggest in Greenville. You can plan that road, that street easily without falling in the water, without being embarrassed. So getting on that road again, I think is a good thing. In 2014, 2015, our Romeo Quioh tried as superintendent to get our place fixed. He put up something there, but it did not solve the problem. It still became worse and horrible. So now that the county leadership is coming back to make some interventions, there, I think it's commendable. And on the issue of recreation and the swimming pool, yes, though I think it builds social cohesion. I think it's good, one way or the other, because in the entire city, look, as big as Greenville is, since 1838, my brother, you can't find one private. You can't find one private swimming pool in Greenville. One private. So we call it a city. Okay? You can't find one private swimming pool resort. You can't find a resort. You can't find any modern 21st century infrastructure in Greenville. Modern 21st century state-of-the-art infrastructure. Everything is archaic. Everything is antiquated. Everything is just down 15th century, 14th century. Yeah, development is still there. And those buildings now, I think creativity. And the part that he says he refuses to reside in the presidential palace, I think is commendable, because that building he lives in, right where he resides right now, they put good money in 2015 budget for the celebration in 2015 for the independence celebration. They put money. I can't see the exact amount, but they put money in the budget to build a structure for the superintendent's use. Now, Honorable Chea did not choose to use that building, but he put his boys in that building. Yeah, he got his boys in that building who were not superintendents, residing there, and he was in the palace. But I think going back to that building should be highly commendable. Yeah, the White House belongs to the President of the United States, and the President must live in the White House. So I think that residence belongs to the superintendent, and he must live there. That's highly commendable. So my thoughts so far initially on what he has said, and I'll put it back to you. I'll hear back.
All right, Patrick, thank you. Um, I think you said that he is a little too early to draw a conclusion, but I think if a seed will grow to become a good tree to bear fruit, you can see it from the genesis. So the superintendent, if you ask me, the projects that he outlined, I just think they are not things that he's supposed. I mean, the role rehabilitating the role makes sense. But when you try to focus on recreation, because the way I understand it from the angle of the U.S., right? The major things that the people need here, they got them. You know, a lot of people, Patrick, um, the people are obese. You know, they get food to eat. You know, so when you get food to eat and your people they are not exercising, then it makes sense to say, you know what, let me create recreational. But the people by themselves right now, they are malnourished. They lack nutrition, right? So having recreational facility for them, I don't think it's a priority right now. You know.
So
Hold on, hold on.
1 minute. Okay, so let me talk to Superintendent Chea quickly. Okay, he's on the line. So we're happy to have the superintendent on the line. The former superintendent is on the line with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Superintendent.
Mr. Bolo.
Yeah.
I did not really call to take part in a show because if you have interest of me taking part in the show, you would have called me.
Oh.
I'm following the show. Someone tagged me to the show, and a caller or many followers suggested that you should have me on this show so that things that will be said maybe can be counter posted or counter reacted.
Yeah.
And I was looking forward to see after whether you could struggle to do that.
Yeah, sure.
Number one thing you just said that I want to strongly default with you is that the palace, the presidential palace, was built and designed in a way that they have two compartments.
Okay.
The two compartments, one represents the president, which is the right wing, and the left wing was exclusively for the superintendent. When they built that place, that's how it worked. So by me moving to that palace, it was on a special recommendations that no superintendent will have that possibility to any president.
Okay. Okay.
I repeat that no superintendent will have that possibility to any president, because now moving forward, later on they decided to build superintendent compound. Granted, it was built, but I was in that palace for a particular purpose based upon the recommendations and the request by the then president who accept honor as a superintendent.
Okay.
So again, on the contrary, I did not put my voice in the superintendent compound. It was another deputy superintendent or assistant the superintendent compound.
Okay.
He had the right, because that place is named superintendent's compound. It did not say superintendent proper or assistant superintendent. So my immediate deputy, who happened to be Mr. Alvin Wisse, before Alvin Wisse, it was then Gift Morris,
okay,
who was living there before Alvin Wisse, when Gift passed, or Alvin Wisse was the deputy assistant superintendent for fiscal affairs. He was my immediate deputy.
Okay.
So in the superintendent, the constituency, he don't wish to live in the palace. I don't want to dangle into that, but I know no superintendent will live in the palace when you don't have that proximity with the president who you work for.
Okay.
I know that. I know that. And on the other hand,
yeah,
I listened to you were talking about monies. Just for you see, like he said he bet a little over 200,000 in the account. Okay. Yes. The money that we received under the president administration in 2022-2023 budget year was $30,720,000 at the rate of 163.7, making that money 200,000. That money was never touched. From the way GL deposited into our account, that's how it remained, and I turned over. And I left in the USD component account $48,480 USD. It should have been $75,840. You get me?
Yeah.
With all the projects. So when the LJ Grant hospital made a special request because we negotiated for solar light from an NGO. And the NGO was willing to give the solar light to Edgegreen Hospital. But we needed a solar field, a whole field for them. So the Edgegreen Hospital wrote the administration, and we decided to allot a portion of that land, that swampy land behind the hospital to them. Now, the land was swampy. You could not build anything there until you do backfilling. So the Edgegreen Hospital they wrote me first, and then they wrote the caucus. And the court in return recommended that Edgegreen had made a specific request for some money to do the backfilling of that place because of the significance of that project. So we have an audience sitting. The caucus and local administration have an audience sitting, and they agree that the $25,000 that should have gone for the bridge between the Johnstone Street, connected Johnstone Street and downtown, which is the Edgegreen Hospital, before the Edgegreen Hospital, we should direct that project money to the urgency of the Edgegreen Hospital because there was life-saving matters.
Okay.
You can recall sometimes the Edgegreen will go out of current and so they will send them to go buy fuel. So I, in my own thinking, thought it was right. Even at the time, it was week time when the president made that pronouncement and gave that no one should take above $10,000 USD from any public account except you meet my office as the president and let me be in the know and let me give the approval. Went through all the challenging time. That's what had that request granted. And the Edgegreen request was granted, and I authorized the fiscal superintendent who prepared a check for the $5,000 and delivered to the hospital administrator.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
So it reduced the $5,840 to $48,480. So that was the amount that's in the account. So in essence, if the total of money we left in the account is $248,480 USD. Even when I forget that money.
Wow.
That's my left in the account.
Patrick.
Because it said as a reference to my work that I did in Banjo. The bottom is you did not put project here with better.
Yeah, I mean, and also, thank you very much for even making that call.
Patrick,
Frank, yeah.
Before the suit goes, right? I mean, I know we want to.
We did all of that. But the money of the airport projects that we had anything that was a lot of project. We didn't have time to do the project. So what we do best as good administrator and people who don't have mind, we thought it was to leave that money in a safe account and turn it over with and back behind it. And that's what we did.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Rusu, for the initial clarity. Yeah. What is that? What you were saying, ESOTERIC?
Yeah, I said before the soup goes, I know we want to officially invite him so he can have the time.
Yeah. So,
but before he goes, Patrick, hold on a second. Before he goes, can he quickly speak to the allegation that the current superintendent made that he did not turn over any notes at all to him? Can you speak to that before he leaves?
Okay. Yeah. So Superintendent Chea, can you clarify the information or the allegation that you did not turn over any note at all and you were present at his induction ceremony?
He said, did I turn over note? The problem maybe he cannot read. Maybe he have problem with comprehensions.
Wow.
Because maybe he have problem with comprehensions. Because even the caucus chair, the caucus was represented by the chairman and the secretary. I turned over those documents to him. Before he minister. The next morning when in the office, I did a 10-1 note, including all of the projects that were bid upon. The whole file in the presence of current Representative Romeo Quioh. We went in the office when Romeo Quioh was there. And I told him everything. So what we said, I didn't do a formal 10-over. I was like induction. In fact, I spoke. I 10-over to him. 11-page documents that contains all the projects that were earmarked and the specific amounts that were in the different accounts. So maybe you don't get it clear to say I didn't
No. He said he didn't turn over any note. So the question is, the superintendent is claiming that as an administrator working for the people of Sinoe, you should have left your notes right on the desk. In fact, did you do that?
And that's what I'm saying. Parliament has problem of comprehension. Ask him good. I get the references. The Deputy Minister Eddie Mulva, who went and did the induction ceremony, in person Eddie Mulva, in person Honorable Romeo Quioh, in person of Superintendent Nyenswah and some of his staff he took to Sinoe. In their presence, I turned over those documents, the entire file. So asking about the contract, I turned off 15 contractors into him. File with the 11 pages document that I read in the city hall before every Sinoe citizen. So which passport read and stick it on his deck? Is that what you're talking about? To use super glue?
Do you have copies of your turnover notes?
I do. I have my copy. I have a copy right now in my house. I have a copy.
Is it possible to share with our chief?
So to clarify your capacity, Honorable Quioh and Court Minister Ellie, he has Ellie number point, Ellie number point. They were present when I turned over. I turned over already come man. I'm a letter man. I'm a letter man. I'm a sound-minded person. I will not do verbal turning over. No. Even all of my local leaders that I went and got in the offices, there were records. There are records for that. So I'm not a verbal person.
So Patrick, can you ask the suit? Will you be trying to share those documents with us?
Just tell what to him. Yeah, without what do, I would just say, is that what he's talking about? So how did he know that? Okay, so you should have asked him, how did he know that I left money in the account? That was the question for asking.
No, I did ask him that question.
He left money in the account. And how did you know that he left projects on top? So how you got it?
Why are you saying esoteric?
No. You said we should ask a question. I think I asked some of the questions, but
Again, we ask those questions.
Yeah, but
so no problem. Let's look between time. Thursday next week and maybe beyond. We will. Please get your files. Please get your files available. We will get you on live.
I cannot promise you right now, Mr. Bolu. My files are in Sinoe.
Okay.
I left them in Sinoe. I did not come up for Romeo.
Okay.
So I cannot promise that what I will get them ready before that time. But I got to make reference. I'll give you some references. I give you reference. People call them and ask them after what I'm saying is wrong or I'm saying the truth. So maybe probably Superintendent forgot, he might have forgotten, or maybe he thought I should have put super glue on the people and stick it on the decks. He made something like that. I don't know, because we did that in the city hall. I turned over that 11-page document. The next morning, we moved to the office and I turned over all of the contracts that we proposed during the candidating, and the monies attached to them, and how we left the county. I turned over all the documents to him. So I don't have nothing on his text. Why you mean by that? In fact, the living room chairs, my own chairs I bought. The dining room chairs, my own chairs I bought, I left all in the office with him. That money, the turnover ceremony.
So I mean, quickly, say you left office. Have you been in touch regularly on a normal routine with your Duwodi brother? Because I mean, Duwodi is so blessed to have produced two superintendents back to back.
Look, Mr. Bolu.
Yeah.
Peter Nyenswah is not just of Duwodi brother. We have some blood relations.
Okay.
We have some blood relations, and I told him my arms are open in terms of anything he needs to know. Since then, you also need to ask him to that Mr. Superintendent, since the superintendent tell what the county to you without document, have you requested? Did you ask that question, Patrick?
Yes. No, we asked him, and you said, you said you should have left the files right on. Yes, of course.
Still, I did not do that. I'm a Liberian. I'm still here in Liberia because Sinoe people said they will audit me, and I told them I give them 6 months from hence I came over to me leaving this place going anywhere until the audit can come. So those are all part of the audit. Since I have not done it or I didn't do it, he didn't mean it. Have he called me or reported to the Minister of Interior and say, oh, one of the former superintendent of my predecessors did attend over to me. So can you please call him through the auditing process or through LCC to attend over to me?
Okay.
I'm a Liberian. I should be subjected to every proceeding in the country.
Okay, so the superintendent said you are not you are not his focus right now. I mean, you are not going anywhere, and in fact, you will not be dying anytime soon. So you are still around. You are still around here. So he wants to focus on the bigger picture first. The bigger picture that release the people of Sinoe. Yeah.
Patrick, the superintendent don't have any other focus. If you want to have a focus, look at the power that you sit on the old mat, flat new mat. I should be a first focus. So when you say I'm not a focus, then it means you don't have any focus. Trust me. You become an administrator. So if you say your predecessor is not your focus,
no. If you say focus, I mean he means that because we're asking about whether he sees anything suspicious or anything impressive, and he said, well, I mean he can't hold you for anything right now because he is not really he's not doing anything yet to hold you accountable for your leadership, but in the future, you know. So the question is, the superintendent said, I mean, in due time, in due course, when he shall have accomplished his agenda, before he goes after you to account for your leadership. Do you have any fear of maybe being indicted or maybe?
No, then I default with the superintendent. Even default, you who did not ask me a hard question when he said that to you.
No, we're asking.
Patrick, when I speak to you, Samuel Tuer is honorborn, United Point as well, and several other persons that are honorborn. They were indicted by this government. Why did they do that? Because before you start new administration, if you review the past to know what are the things that went wrong in the past that you think that could help the government to achieve. So the superintendent, you know, the superintendent, you take first focus, your priority or focus lines so that you will get on track. Because maybe some people have 1 million in their account and I left 200,000 there or 20,000 plus there. And I'm on the 1 million, it was for the development, it is for the development of Sinoe. So you need to make it focus. No, it's not doing shit. That's a focus. That is that focus, Patrick. Because I don't want maybe tomorrow I travel to Arago to go to some family member and spend on time. They say, oh, let me run away. That's why I told them, opening in the city hall, I said, henceforth, I'm turning over. I give even my accusers, even my own friend, brother, who are death captive for killing donkey, over everybody that I know. Plan doesn't say he will let me. So I challenge all of them that I'm waiting for the audit. I give a 6 months period. I think it's a long period. It's a long time that you will never invite any audit on anybody. Right? And so audit is not expensive. That government audit, what you need to do is to hold the auditors that are coming to you, and as the man in charge, to hold them and make sure that the work is done in a good atmosphere. That's all. So I'm here, Patrick.
Okay.
What fear do I hold? The clerk on the fear no fool.
Okay. Well, thank you, Honorable Sue, for coming on. I mean, this is a good part of interviews. Sometimes it's only a set for you and you are following, you make a direct call. And I really, you are radio friendly, seriously. You are radio friendly.
You know me, at the end of me, I'm media friendly person.
Yeah, sure.
I don't stand out for microphone because our full year when I talk on microphone started engaging me. So I'm not screen the microphone. And I'm a very, very open person. I don't keep secret. I don't have secret. And so I want to Sinoe to say the poor Sinoe genuinely. I want to my entire heart, my mind and soul. It's quite unfortunate that our government, encountered a lot of challenges, that we're not able to have any tangible projects, achieved. But as God will have it, Patrick, the little one we did there, they are there. We kept the peace in Sinoe. We kept the security in Sinoe. Until left from Sinoe today, you didn't hear this supplement what they call our war in the street. Until left from our county. That's one of the good achievements that I can tell anybody. All of our concessions in that county, our people received their rightful belongings from them, and they respected them, and I also respected the concession. And there was no hoodoo battle, Patrick. So, Patrick, I'm afraid, even what we did in Sinoe, the little money left in the current Sinoe, what are the administration we achieved? We still yet to see, we still yet to know. Like Zaya Pula just said, and I listened to him, that when the Christmas will be good, he said, in other way, I'm talking my own quotation. The Christmas will be good, you know from the east. That's what he said. Literally, I listened to the other. So if they're going to do something good, you will know. All of the things that get black. He said, what you're doing, that thing will happen, fine. Something for all of us.
All right, thank you.
For the best.
All right, thank you, Honorable Sue. I really appreciate. Thank you, Honorable Chea. We appreciate you coming on to clarify I'm on your side. Thank you. We'll bring you on officially next week or we after next. Anytime we have a space. Okay. It's a full blast for them, man. It's a full blast. Okay.
Yeah.
So
yes.
let's see the view of some of our followers here quickly.
I'll put it on the screen, Patrick. Let me put some of the what the viewers are saying and put some of the comments up there so we can look at them. Sherman said I'm following. We got Bendura says I'm following. We got here Maya Cesar say watching from Barnesville, Monrovia, Liberia. We have Aber Zarbe here. I'm watching from Monrovia. We have Kennedy Wale following. We got here Otelo Colo watching a lot from North Dakota. US. Patrick, you want to put yourself on mute a little bit? Your background is noisy. Yeah, thank you. We have Abba say, so is the soup telling us that the turnover program, which went live, was mere bluff? I thought I saw a photo presented to them, or to them, he meant to say. That's what I think Lee Nagbe Chea just said. Weren't there any staff in the office to confirm with? So then Honorable Mountain, I watched the turnover ceremony when you were taking office. I saw former Superintendent Lee Nagbe Chea Sr. giving you all documents. What are you talking about here, Chief? All right, so Mr. The current superintendent is not here right now to address that question. Tell us, Honorable Soup, how much in Sinoe County account right now they meant to us. And then my wife, hello, my love, how you doing, honey? We have here Abbas just by saying that there was no document turnover is sufficient reason to make a case. All right, that's why we want to do the post analysis, because again, I wish the internet would have been kind to her, or the superintendent would have stayed longer, little bit, because I thought I have further, question. I wanted to press the man more than what was going on. In administration, it is a gross offense for one to leave office without any turnover note, as it forms the basis for continuity and accountability. All right, that's our there. And then Reverend Stewart, I believe the superintendent is very clear. His priority is county development and, of course, unity. Going after past leader is secondary, and I support him for that. Okay, so that's the Reverend's view there. And I don't agree with the Reverend. I think when you enter office, that's the issue that President Weah is having right now. He did not audit the Joseph Walker administration, ordered Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, and later on they blame him. And now the people are going after him now. Oh, you guys are doing witch hunt. You got Harrison say watching from Bellevue Creek City, Dryson, Sinoe County. We got Otero, Dockside, Hotel. Can you call the former superintendent on? Okay, which Patrick just did. We have Mr. Toppet. I think I read a comment earlier. Dockside, Hotel. Can you please call the former superintendent? We read that statement. Good evening, brother. I am watching from Greenville, Sinoe County. And Ezekiel there. We have Otero again. Esoteric, please ask the Honorable Superintendent to give name of the county council. Unfortunately, we didn't have the opportunity to do that. Doc, instead of calling past Superintendent Chea on the show, as someone suggested, can you not invite him on your next show to hear his side? Remember, you are not in court or a judge. Rather, you are trying to get some information that will be helpful to the people of Sinoe. Okay, we will do that. We are glad that the superintendent came, or the former superintendent came to at least give a little bit of preliminary comments. Just read our messages to him. We didn't do that. Sorry, boss. I'm watching. That's Mr. Chea. I'm watching, but got on very late. I know, right? And he said the total amount that I turned over in cash is 30 million Liberian dollars, and the other number follow it. You can read it. I'm not a mathematician. I don't want to screw up the number. 30,072,000 represents US 200,000 and USD for the 8,480. All right. So the superintendent put all the numbers over there for us. And we got Mary's son watching from Lagos, Nigeria. And the former superintendent also said, no, you are wrong, Patrick. Someone commented and said, you need to invite me on. Okay, and then we also have your telecaller. Thank you, Chea, come on the show. And then say thank Chea for coming on the show, making the correction. And then O'Hara said, is the line open to call? Unfortunately, the guests are not here. And the former superintendent is far better than the current. All right, so those are the comments we have right now. Patrick, go ahead. Any thoughts?
Yeah. So Esoteric?
Yes.
So we have a pro and con here on the issue of turnover. All right. So let's just take let's take 3 to 5 calls if we can get them. So let me announce the numbers here. And balance the debates here. See, let's see. So let's take the calls. Take calls here. We're taking calls on 0886 98 7436. 0886 98 7436. 0776 784564. If you're on WhatsApp, if you're following from the US and wherever, on WhatsApp 0880 245 777. WhatsApp 0880 245 777. You can call into the numbers and then you will be live right here with us. Right here. So post analysis, the pro and con. Who's telling the truth here?
Patrick is. I mean, the superintendents, at least Lee Nagbe Chea said he submitted documents. You know, he submitted documents to Mr. Nyenswah. And Mr. Nyenswah said he did not turn over any document to him. So now my thing is I cannot draw a conclusion right now because it's one person saying the other one. They are all words. I've not seen the physical document, right? So I cannot validate what Mr. Lee Nagbe Chea said or what Mr. Nyenswah said until I see the document. If Mr. Chea can be gracious enough to share the document with us, then we can say, okay, he's saying the truth. But as of now, is Lee's words versus the current superintendent's words. So I can't just draw a conclusion from no tangible evidence. Yeah, so Patrick, that's where I stand right now. We need the physical evidence to draw a fair conclusion. No, as of now, I will remain incredulous until I can get the documents from both sides of the equation. You know, but Patrick is going back and forth here.
987436.
Patrick, you good? Are you good? He is fighting backstage. Let me put him backstage until he gets settled down. All right. So, like I was saying, now we're about to do post analysis of both sides. You know what we just got from them, from the two leaders. Patrick, you sit with there. You good? Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay. Well, you drinking drinks or you?
Yeah, it's a hot show, so I'm cozying up some more.
Okay. Let's see. Let's bring O'Hara here. O'Hara is calling.
Okay.
Hey, O'Hara.
Yeah, I'm trying to call me, but people tell Patrick to call no more again.
Yeah, but you're good. You can just go ahead and talk. You're fine.
Okay. Just put me there. Yeah, are you getting me?
Yeah, very well. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Let me extend my greetings to Patrick Bolu. I listened to the both superintendent, and let me say that the current superintendent did not do justice on the platform. because during the 10-hour ceremony, it was live, and we saw Lee doing some 10-hour. Those money that Lee Nagbe Chea, he did not just say it verbally. There were some documents that were 10-hour in order to ascertain how much he left in the cover, because there was a program, and if you go back, you will see the video. So it is just unfortunate that always Sinoe County will be unfortunate with who they make superintendent, people who do not understand anything. They will just appoint it, and I will be responsible for my comment. I'll also be responsible in what I see. The current superintendent that we have in Sinoe County, he will not do well at all, because that this may understand nothing about administration. If you say you want to achieve your objective first before you audit your predecessor, then you will achieve nothing. The first and foremost thing of every leader when you take over, get every record straight and know what was the wrong that your predecessor did, and then checkmate him first, then you begin to make progress. But if you say you want to achieve, why is your agenda as a superintendent? Why have you presented as a work plan for the people of Sinoe County before you want to achieve something? The last time we checked, they see superintendent arrested some Chinese guys. When he just told over that, the only thing he did, after a few times he received call for some corporate member, he released those guys. We did not know on what basis he arrested them, and on what basis he released those guys. So these are questions we expected for him to be answered. Why did he arrest the Chinese guys, and on what basis he released them? Those people were doing money, illegal money, according to him, illegal money in Browne. Today, they still money in Browne. So, are they legal? We were told that he took Browne from them. So, this superintendent that we have currently, he's a very dangerous guy, and we hope that we will be given another time to provide facts about him.
O'Hara,
So yeah.
You say you were told that you received bribe. Who told you that?
I'm getting you.
You said that the superintendent, the current superintendent, received bribe. That's what I'm saying. Who told you?
Yeah, according to what we were told, you know, I'm a son of a Browne Water Township. The superintendent arrested some Chinese guys who were doing money in that part of the county.
Right.
He said they were doing illegal money, and then he arrested them and said they were going to court. Today they are still money. How did he arrest them? On what basis? And on what basis are they still money?
Yeah, O'Hara, I'll follow you. I'll follow you on that. I'll follow you, but I'm saying you made an allegation that he took bribe. I mean, who told you that, and how much did he receive?
We were told by citizens of Browne Water Township that it had been alleged that the superintendent was called by one of the senators to leave those people so they can operate. That's what we were told.
Oh, it's an allegation. It's an allegation that was made.
If he arrested those Chinese guys that they were operating illegal, on what basis are they still operating now? And people don't really buy saying that in part of the. So why would Chinese people be money saying in Browne, where people just take sand from the beach, certain part of the beach, and then the superintendent arrested them because they were illegal, and then received phone call from a corporate member to allow them operate. And then it had been alleged that he received some money from hierarchy of Browne, some elders. They told us. So
yeah.
we wanted to call while he online so we can ask him a hard question.
O'Hara, I mean, everything you're saying, you are not giving up facts. Everything you're saying, you are just saying alleged. So until you ascertain the facts, if you can glean the facts and bring the facts or share the facts with us, I think it will be fair. But you can't make an allegation against the man without facts.
That's the reason why I'm telling you that I wanted the man to be on. You know, sometimes when people are online, when you saying this thing and they know they are real, the way they will respond to it will justify whether it is true or false.
Okay.
That I'm saying I'm being analytical. The Chinese people in Sinoe, in Green Bay, there where people do not really buy sin like that. We will not move from way China to get mass ordinary sin. There is something beyond the sin that they are money. Okay. And then they superintendent arrested them, and then after a few days, they are still money in that sin. Why did he arrest them and why he left them today? They are still money in that sin. So these are questions you needed to have answered.
Yes, but O'Hara,
some elders in Browne, he received call from some corporate member.
Who are the elders? Do you know? Can you share some of the names of the elders?
That one of the things that you every patriot understand as a journalist is to protect the soul. That's why I'm using alleged. So if I was face to face with the superintendent, I would have been more direct than keeping the source. So another time when he's available, that's the reason why I said this superintendent said that Lee Nagbe Chea did not leave any document. But we witnessed a video online while Lee was turning over document. He said there's the money that was left in the cover. So how can somebody say money left in cover without document? So the superintendent is not sincere at all.
Okay. So hopefully, again, myself, I'm disappointed that, number one, the internet was kind of not too good, and plus the superintendent was in a hurry. Yeah, so hopefully you will give a time next time so the people of Sinoe County will be able to ask their questions,
So that before I leave you, it may not be necessarily the internet. The superintendent that I know currently of Sinoe, he's a very cunning man. So he realized that the question that you guys were about to ask were very critical. So he used the internet as a conduit to escape. But let me say this to you before I leave. Sinoe County will not always be victim mass. We always support people when it comes to power. They just appoint anybody as superintendent. This superintendent were being confirmed. We wrote the caucus that this man is not qualified. This man is a 10th grade dropout. And the caucus acknowledged it, but they say because of peace. They confirm him today is a superintendent. You understand nothing that he's doing in the county. This is the man that will have a superintendent. And then you inviting him to give information, and then he trying to use the internet to hide. The internet is stable in grievance. I spoke with a lot of people. The internet is okay. He's just doing it as an excuse. He shouldn't use the internet to hide. The same caucus member we have today, they refuse to confirm some statutory superintendent who have degree, but they confirm a 10th grade dropout. The people are not sincere.
All right. Let's see. I mean, in Liberia, when you have the big man behind you, which is the president, I mean, it's relatively easy for a certain thing to go through. We understand the current superintendent is in a good book with the president. So
We understand that he enjoyed the confidence of the president, but the president's confidence is not bigger than the people of Sinoe. We are watching the superintendent and he's sleeping.
But you see, the problem here is, the problem here is the Constitution gives the president the authority to appoint or to nominate superintendent, right? Had the Constitution made it the position to be an elected position, then the people will have more voice. But as it is right now, the man works.
The people still have voice. The same Constitution told you that all power are inherent in the people. If the people don't want this man, the president will have no alternative but to remove him.
Yeah, but that provision you cited
is exhibiting incompetence to the higher level.
O'Hara.
This man will come on air where we saw a predecessor giving you document on video, live video, and he said no, he did not receive document. So how was this money turned over? So they leave put money in bed to turn it over to him. It was turned over to document. Right. So it's not sincere.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to make a judgment right now, but I've seen some things from the superintendent. You're hiding something. I think.
Before I conclude, I know this man very well. This man was, he was a part of Friends of Jones. I know this man at my ABC. Sinoe County, we are not going anywhere with this superintendent. Let me say this: we are not going anywhere with this superintendent. And I don't know if President Boga is trying to punish us because he got only 1,000 votes from Sinoe. I'm sure he's trying to punish Sinoe while he got Peter Nyenswah.
But what you got, O'Hara? I think you are bashing the way you're bashing Mr. Nyenswah. I mean, you didn't bash Lee Nagbe Chea like that, though. Why?
No, those that follow me doing Lee time, wherever Lee made mistake, we bash Lee. But Lee is far more better than Peter. I know the two character.
O'Hara.
Yeah.
This guy has been in power for 5 months and Lee been there for 6 years. I mean, what did Lee do in Sinoe County?
Okay, thank you, Doc. It does not necessarily have to be a comparison between the years, right? Lee been in the county there, Lee lived there, Lee understand that era. This guy left Liberia when you were in 10th grade in D2 and he could have opportunity to Ghana before going to the state. You understand nothing about Sinoe. Because of some proximity with the president, they appointed him as superintendent. Now, both Peter and Lee, they did not do well in Sinoe. But if someone will tell you that even though Peter and Lee, they have some characteristics, but Lee is more better than Peter. So
by virtue of what is Lee better than by virtue of what Lee better than Nyenswah?
Because during Lee time, when county development fund was given to the county, right? I think we saw in the first year, but now we saw lawmaker enter Sinoe, and there was some disbursement. I can remember there were 20,000 given to District 3, District 1 and the various senator. But Peter Tan, since by that time, there was a first sitting during the time by this time. So Peter understand nothing, like I said. Just do a fast funny, and that part as a general who is Sinoe then, he can try to do a fast funny. At this time, during Lee regime, there was the first sitting.
Okay.
Peter Tan, there is nothing. Peter understand nothing. Peter just there because he knows Boka family. So they just saying inside of the occupant space. Peter is a spectator and he's a matter. Anything that have my
so O'Hara, before I let you go, you said the man is a did you see his school documents? You say he's stopping the 3rd grade, you said. And somebody said
this man have no document. This man have no document. If we wrote a petition to the caucus informing them about this man is a fraudster. The caucus told that for the sake of peace, we felt we could even post on the social media because what are the essence when the people who supposed to check the EC for the sake of peace, they allow them to check for election. They don't understand nothing. I'm telling you. Sinoe County is in a total mess.
I mean, O'Hara, you are bashing the man, but the man who understands things, you were there for 6 months or 6 years. And we guessing anything he's saying, though.
I did not say Lee understand. I'm saying Lee is better. Lee may have a problem there with Peter, but Lee is far better than Peter. You can have something that is bad.
But what did Lee do? The man who is far better, what did he do?
That I just told you in Lee first thing at this time, there were a sitting.
But what good is a sitting that nothing has been done? That's what I'm saying. What good is a sitting?
No, not nothing. There were 4 being by the 3 district. And then in the first year, we will have some renovation at the Browne or City Hall to that fund. So at least I know something. So in the first year of Peter, I know nothing. The only thing I can remember, Peter arrested some Chinese guys. He said the people do illegal money. When he received call, he allowed those guys to go buy and to see illegal money. Why did he arrest those guys? He is yet to tell us.
Yeah, but did you reach out to him? Did he reach out to him for answer to the question and he didn't answer?
Listen, Doc. We are working for the public. In terms of information dissemination, your office should be very robust. You can arrest some Chinese guys. The time you arrested those guys, was public side. Your people publish it. Those are working with you. Honorable Peter inside arrested those Chinese guys for illegal money. Right? And then you see office you are coming to tell why you allowed them to go back to work.
So the office did not do it. Why didn't you reach out to them, to the office?
On many occasions, people who close out to the superintendent will tell you that some of us will place calls to get information on sanitary issues. They will never give you any information. The only thing they will make public something that they think that will create a situation where people will praise Peter Nyenswah.
Okay. So, but how before I let you go, are you a sedition or a UPIS?
I'm a UPIS. I've never been a sedition. I support this government.
Okay.
You understand? But I cannot be supporting this government. This government be unfair to the people of Sinoe. You understand? We struggle in the mud. We were in a situation cabinet for President Boka. We have sedition. You know what I mean to go cabinet in a zone that is 100% we are.
Okay, O'Hara, let's take another call. Let's take another caller. Let's take another caller.
Yes, that don't go small. So okay, we got back on the line.
Patrick, go ahead.
He wants to clarify something.
Go ahead, Patrick. What you say?
Thank you. Let me say thank you to Junior Brother O'Hara here. O'Hara and myself, and even the current superintendent were almost left from the same place. Go from Banner Water Town to the Duwedi is no distance. And when I began Superintendent, O'Hara has become one of my serious critics. He's right. So you are asking as to what it means or what the aspect did he use to mention Peters and Lee? I think that's the question, that right? Okay, so Peter Nyenswah is little over 6 months, 5 months to 6 months now in the county, and he has nowhere in the county. When I told him the first 1 month, at least before the end of 2-3 months, I have about the entire county. I've gone through the lemon bread of Sinoe. And I talk local government to the people in the district. So when I took over, my local official was appointed and their confirmation, and I ensured that they all were confirmed, and I told to the county, I went from district to district, I inducted them into office or offices. When When I took over that, the monies that I inherited from my predecessor, Prosper Browne, $84,000, that monies were captured by projects. And I ensured that all of those projects were implemented to the letter.
What were the projects?
All were implemented to the letter. Myself on the ground, being my development superintendent, we did all, and they were all dedicated. Like you made mention on the Pines Administrative Building. That's one of our handwork. And that's all referred to the new administrative building in Saquon. And we did over 35 hand pumps in and around Greenville. We didn't do much because the fundings were not coming and they did not come in time. So I want to make that clear so that you have a clear picture of your question you're asking or having. And I don't like people to mention people and other people. But that when I went to Sinoe, I already have an idea of administrative proceeding, and I did not hesitate to always learn from my predecessors to qualify for connotation, and that was why I proceeded the way I prepared Sinoe in a mistake. Under my watch, there were no protests in Sinoe that led to the damages or destruction of any property, not government, not even private property. Under my watch, there were no time that concession and our people went into confusion that did not have remedy. Whenever there were issues, I went there and resolved it under my watch. And these are things that we're engaged in Sinoe doing day by day. And that the record will speak for us. Everything that day Sinoe was done. Now, just to give to what you want to understand, the program, the turnover ceremony, when I say turnover ceremony, is that you're going to do a note rating with whatsoever property that you have on ground. That's what we're going to turn over. That ceremony was carried live. It was live. Everybody, whole world watch it. And post me turning over further, not empty further, because I read 11-page document in the city hall, and the 11-page document was contained in the folder that I turned over. So then, how then you want O'Hara to tell you that they're going to be there high?
Superintendent, I asked a question.
I don't know his educational status.
So
I could graduate and as well obtain a certificate from Sweden. 4 years of educational certificate.
So the reason I was questioning O'Hara, right? I even told Patrick if we could get your turnover documents, because you say you have the document. If you can share those documents with all, we'll read them. Then we'll say, okay, that's correct. Right, it's your words against his words.
So please, if you want to
go ahead, Patrick.
If you want to call me, please call me on 0.
Yeah, Patrick, we are not hearing you.
Or is it call me on 0886-987-436. Don't call me on my. What is this? Friday. Stop calling, please. I'll call the management regional coordinator. I mean, don't call on this number. Please call the other number 0886-987-436. 0886-987-436. That's the number you can call, or 0776-784564. 0776-784564 or 0886-987-436. There are 2 numbers you can call. Don't call the other number, please. Okay, so let's talk to Friday Setu. Okay, Setu. Yeah, what's up, Setu?
Okay, good evening, Patrick.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, thank you, Mark. This is Quioh Setu. I'm calling foreigner from Morovia.
Okay.
Okay, I listened to the show, and there are a few things I wanted to speak to. I think our current superintendent, I listened to the expose, and the former superintendent, Lee Nagbe Chea, also I listened to both of them. Honorable Patrick and our brother in the diaspora and the Sinoe who are listening to this show. Our one person who are also in the city hall of the 10-hour ceremony of Lee Nagbe Chea. And in that program, there was some criticism that came that Lee said he turned over a certain amount of money into the account, and after 1 or 2 days, there were documents floating all around that the money that Lee said he turned over to the current superintendent was not into the account. So for the current superintendent to come on the show and provide information that there was no turnover, I think there is a deception. Now, the people of Sinoe deserve better. Another problem I wanted to speak to is if the current superintendent will tell us without an audit of the previous administration and say you want to achieve a agenda before you do audit, then I think it don't mean well for the people of Sinoe. Because the first thing you have to know where you beginning from. So when you take office, no matter what we do, you will audit, you have a comprehensive audit, both administrative, financial audit, and even personnel audit. After you finish doing that, then you know where you're beginning from. Then you know where you're going. But if the superintendent does not know where you're coming from, and then you want to determine where you want to go, then I think you're not on a level footing. So I think the people of Sinoe deserve better. The former superintendent and the current superintendent, I think they both want to have to do just to the people of Sinoe. I think the current superintendent need to reach out to the former superintendent as to relate to those projects that he may not understand. As there may be some may not be captured in the 10-hour note, or as the heart, he not understand the 10-hour note. He had to call a predecessor and know, because there are projects, for example, the Minnesota Street. There are funding that were given by the government of Liberia for the Minnesota Street, the completion of the Minnesota Street. But today, if you go to that street now, Minnesota Street, there's no car can access that place. Now, I challenge you, by 25 minutes in my position, you get struck. There's a mud. So we want to know all of this project, that the current superintendent as the predecessor, who are those contractors, and that will come back when that project be completed, because that's taxpayer money. That's not good money.
Okay, thank you, Friday. Thank you, my brother.
So in conclusion, I want to appeal to the current superintendent. Then you have to go out to the predecessor. And number one, another thing I want to complete. A ring member of the Unity Party. Unity Party, they're not saying they're not saying how they got that man to sign, how they got the Peter Nyenswah to sign. No, it was a request on the basis of the caucus.
My man, please address the superintendent with some tendency, man.
So I don't want people to say, oh, Joseph Baga punish the people of Sinoe, what I punish, or whatsoever they may tell me. But it was the caucus recommendation to the president that there is a superintendent we want, and that had Joseph Baga did appoint being a listening president. Being a listening president, listening to the caucus, who are the direct representation of the people of Sinoe. They listen to them, and they recommend on Peter Nyenswah to the president as the best son of Sinoe to represent to superintend of Sinoe, so that how Honorable Joseph Nyenswah, my president, Rabbi appointed Peter Nyenswah. So I don't want people to say because I vote Joseph Nyenswah that on that basis Joseph decided to punish. So I listen to the show and I get people that my brother Romeo Quioh and other people decided to use and they were punished. And I want to get it clear.
Okay.
It was the focus of
Thank you, Friday.
that recommended on Peter Nyenswah to the president for appointment.
Rescue disaster management regional chairman. Thank you so much for joining us. The flood in Chester. ITI Bridge. What did you do there as the head of the disaster management team for the region? What did you do there with your team?
Okay, thank you very much. When we got the information, when we report to the executive director of the disaster management, Honorable Daudet, right? They immediately dispatched a team.
Patrick is out, so the guest is out.
Anybody, any telephone number, anybody, there's a going now in County and ITR. Now, as we speak, also there was the river king as well reached a whole lot of laws and things and they blocked the road. So when the water left the bridge, the whole team and with collaboration with AFL, they went to clear that road today. Now the road has access to river and to Sinoe. So the bridge is being free. Secondly, he said what we are probably doing now, if you go now in Somerville, there was a 4 victims in Somerville. So now as we speak, our team is also on ground in Somerville, doing recruitment of those people who have to go affected by fraud in Somerville. They are doing recruitment so that they can see effective on the national government. Also, if you go to downtown, to Waterside community in downtown, our team also there collecting data now as we speak. The data now, they submitted to us and we are about to submit it to the National Disaster Management team so that they can make an intervention. So we are working, my brother. So far, these are the intervention we are making. So the national government, under the arrest agenda, we are making sure that every Liberian needs are being met and when it comes to fraud victims.
All right. Thank you. Congratulations for taking your mess space. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So there's a guy, Kwankun Friday Setu. A confidant, a surrogate of Christian Duncan. He was the one who surprisingly replaced the Milton Teahjay surrogate. How they call him, Jerry Taku. And I learned also that Norris also considered Honor's replacement. So yeah. So where are we, my brother? We have almost exhausted our time.
Yeah, we out of time now. We out of time. So the people later on they can come follow the show and hear what their leaders, present and former leaders, they say, regarding their resources, what's going on in the county. So Patrick, give your closing thought and we can call it a day.
Yeah, so thank you, Doug, for allowing us back on the platform today. Yeah, last week we never had a show because we went to pay a visit somewhere out of state, and yes, we could not be out of state and at the same time hosting a show. So, but we are back now. We'll tell you later what we did what we did on our out of state visit. And everything that happened there. So, thanks for tuning in and following. Every Thursday we'll come to you live on Facebook and YouTube. As well, if we have the opportunity to get local relay back home, we'll also endeavor to do so. However, the debate is not on. Who is telling us, the real story and who is telling us, the false story? We don't know. We have no conclusions as panelists or hosts of the show, but the debate is yours now to go ahead with the pros and cons.
All right, Patrick, thank you so much. Thank you. And we see you guys next week. Before I get going here, let me do something here quick. The Patrick was talking about last week, we were out. This is where we went. My man Jerry Massaquoi, we want to say again to you and your wife, congratulations on your new baby, man. The program was epic. It was fantastic. Yes, the Sinoe County District number 3 representative, First Lady was there. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Yes, we're going to bring it to you. This is Sinoe County Premier Platform. So anything Sinoe County that you want to know, this is where you have to come. We'll bring the leaders on. They will talk, and the people will give their reactions and stuff like that. And that's what the platform is here for. When somebody says something that you disagree with, hey, the platform is yours. Call in. You can come on, give your counter argument, as we just did. The superintendent came on, the Corin, and then the former came and he gave his rebuttal. That's what we want. We want to have this discussion. But again, like Patrick indicated, we cannot give a verdict. I, for one, I didn't see evidence from the administration, so the former. So Mr. Lee Nagbe said, superintendent said he has he turned over notes. He got some of his share of the documents. So once he shared with us, then we can invalidate what the current superintendent said. Even though my personal view, when I listen to the agenda of the current superintendent talking about swimming pool when the children are sitting down on the floor in school, when no electricity in Sinoe County, when the hospital, no medication in it, and you are talking about building a swimming pool, it was disheartening to me to hear. You know, those are the things that I want to hear from somebody who has lived in the United States and was given the opportunity to lead our people in Sinoe County. And you're talking about, I mean, renovating superintendent quarters and those different things. And I've already have problem with this. You know, the leaders in Liberia, they always focus on the leaders first before the people. The people interest should be first, I think. It's not the leader. So they build superintendent quarter, they build president quarter. Okay, where's the quarter of the people too? I mean, if you sleep in, the superintendent talking about putting air conditioner in the superintendent quarters, the city, all those buildings, right? But when the people will sleep on an air conditioner building too, you know, those things. So it has always been the leaders it has always been the comfort of the leaders, and the people are always in abject poverty. I didn't hear the superintendent about ways to create jobs for the people of Sinoe County. I didn't hear that. Those are things that I want to hear from him, but unfortunately, we didn't hear that. But again, I want to say congratulations to my man Jerry Massaquoi and his wife. The program was wonderful. We were there last weekend, and that's other engagement we had. That's one of the reasons why we didn't have the show the other time. It was a lot of things going on. We're out of studio, we're all the way out of state, and so we could not continue with the program. But we'll be here next Thursday. Join us, and so that we can continue the conversation. My great journalist Patrick is here to fetch the leaders to be here with us, you know, to share that thought. That being said, we want to say thank you. We'll be back again.